Well, I am. Uh, my knee is still hurting, and I'm getting an MRI on Thursday. Hopefully, nothing is too serious, but I am 52 years old, and I have uh, medical conditions uh, that are not very good when you fall, and uh, I'm much more hurt when I do fall. So I fell on Monday, I believe it was the 25th of October. I don't know but it was on a Monday that I fell. And I don't know. So yeah, I I'm wondering. I'm often wondering: is there any time where people can get to a shared reality? And that has been, for me personally, hard with a lot of people that I come across. There are absolute differings of reality, whether it comes to the right of self defense, uh, when it comes to this pandemic. It is very difficult to get on the same page with a lot of people. And just recently, talking to somebody, and there was not a shared reality. And but again, you don't all. I mean, again, I don't think a person has to have necessarily even a shared reality on everything, but still have mutual respect for one another, and realize that some people have helped you and you owe them a debt of gratitude, even if you don't see things eye to eye. And there are people out there whom I do not have a shared reality, but I give them, they've helped me out, and I do have a debt of gratitude towards them. So there are subjects I will not, perhaps not discuss, and the whatnot, but that's just the way it is. And I'm not going to get into the subjects that I disagree with them because uh, I don't want to gossip. But again, a shared reality, a shared value system. Uh, at this point, there are not many people that I have that with. I don't think perhaps anyone that I have a complete shared value system with, and that's a little worrisome. But at the end of the day, I will cease to exist sooner or later. So one day I will no longer be here, and that came very clear to me when my parents passed away. That someday there will be me uh, that is deceased, and I want to hopefully strive to prolong. I mean, to make that a rather. I don't want to. I don't know what the word is, but I want that to be a long way off. Um, I want to live as long as I possibly can, but I also want my quality of life to uh, to be better. I mean, right now it's getting a little bit better. I'm eating again through diet. I'm eating less, and if anyone who listens to this has any suggestions on on eating healthy and staying away from bad food, see, for me, I know, what are the good things to eat. The question is, how do you stop your desire of eating bad things, you know, and eating good things? That's my problem. I've gotten far better, but I can absolutely improve. I know of people who only eat one meal a day, and I would certainly love to be as disciplined as they are. Although as I've gotten older, my appetite is far less. And also the ability to work hard. There are a few times when I've had that ability, and I'd like to reinvigorate that and reinvent that hard work ethic, because I often feel better in mind and spirit when I do that. And just carry on, regardless of what the other people think or how they feel. One can have, like I said, a different opinion. And when they give you their opinion and it's different than yours, uh, or at least when someone gives me my opinion and it's different than mine, I should be grateful. They're giving me their opinion, they're giving me clarity. And you want to know exactly where someone stands when you're there, so you can decide whether you want to put your cards on the table or whether you want to fold and not play anymore with that person. So I'm always appreciative of someone being honest and real with me, even if it's painful. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes the person is being real to just be hurtful, but then they're also telling you that they're hurtful people, and they will hurt you. They will try to do you harm because they're, for whatever reason, offended or threatened by your presence. And I am working also on my ego, because there's a part of me that thinks that I can change uh, people and persuade them. And if a person is set in their mind, that's not necessarily a possibility. And I have to remember myself, because there was, I have changed my mind, but that has been by life circumstances, not by anything that somebody has said. And I believe perhaps a combination of things being said and life circumstances really change you. And I think the life circumstances change one far more than things being said. Although sometimes people are receptive to things being said uh, when they've been hurt, and when they hear reality, they're receptive to it. But there are people that are not going to be receptive to certain realities to things because they're stuck in their ways. And I mean, to a degree, I'm stuck in my way too. But I wanted to get into reality as of now, as of social media. They have fact checkers and I guess what they consider to be reliable sources. That the government, I guess, the government is a reliable source, or these fact checkers are a reliable source, and they've, I believe, they've been known to be somewhat deceptive and gaslighting, and these are reliable sources, and these are things, people that are wanting to affect information. And I just want to go back to this thing I've been talking about before. For the longest time, information on the Korean War, they had said, I believe it was about over 53,000 people, over 53 38,000 American troops, they said, perished during that conflict. And I guess they said they had a decimal point wrong. Now it is, I think, 39 to 38,000. I'd have to check the exact numbers. But if government can get that wrong, what else can it get wrong? And I guess we're not allowed to question sources. And now the thing is, the people who question the sources are very like, you know, are very like they believe that they're right. And the people who believe in the sources, both, and there's no coming together and discussing and finding out what the best solution is to the problems that we are having. And that's unfortunate. We are living in a time of pandemic, and we cannot openly discuss what is the best solution to this problem and what are some of the trade-offs and the risks. Never before, in my opinion, has open dialogue been so stifled. And I feel that it's unfortunate. But again, I guess people believe that misinformation is dangerous. But who decides what is misinformation and who decides what is not? And again, perhaps if the statistics, if the internet was around and these fact checkers were around, and somebody was saying, you were wrong about the American casualty rate in the Korean War, and they said, no, this has been fact checked, and then later on it turns to be wrong. So again, there are so many things about fact checking in reality that are not right. And I think on average, people know certain truths. At least there are perhaps some universally preferred behaviors among others. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to say right now because I do have to get to work. But I hope that everyone who listens to this strives to work hard, eat well, strives to maybe exercise a little bit more, and get out and meet the day as best you can. And remember, there are cruel people out there, and just strive to avoid them as best as you can. And I'm going to meet the day. I'm going to work as hard as I can at my job. And I will come home and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope that all of those few people that listen to my show, that they all do the same. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.